Tell me how you want it, yeah. Call me and I'm on my way. Tell me that you need me, yeah.
Alright. Hey you guys, and welcome back. It's your girl Chi Chi, and today's video is a girl talk video. And today's topic is growing up without a father and how it affects your dating life. Or a little bit, and also mine. So I'm coming from my experience. Some things I'm talking about is my experience, and some things I will be talking about is things that I know how it can affect. So we're gonna get straight to the video. So the first way I noticed that, first let me give you some background history. So everybody being without their father's situation is different. Some people like they have no choice but to be without their father, and some people, I mean, most of the time you have no choice because it's the father's job to be in the child's life. But what I mean by have no choice, I mean it's snowing. Wow. Okay. What I mean is some are in jail, some are deceased, and it's other things that, you know, that goes along the lines of they just have no choice. Some, you know what I'm saying? But with and both are the same. So both, like with me, I know who my father is. I know I can like see him, I can call him if I want to, but I did not grow up with him. He was not in my life growing up. We don't have that father-daughter relationship. Like my dad literally lived no less than a mile away from me, and I never seen him. So that's my situation. So growing up without my father I've noticed that it has caused me to have, I noticed some things in my dating life, and it affects me, and I just want to talk about it because a lot of times we be going through things and we don't know why that's happening in our dating life. But a lot of things that happen in our dating life, they happen because of past traumas or past things that we went through when we were young, right? And so the first thing I noticed for me, right, was it's hard to let men go. Yeah. So I find myself holding on to no good men, right? Because I'm just, I go back to the time where, you know, I would see I would see my father, and for a couple minutes, and then he would leave, and I would bawl my eyes out every time he left. And mind you, I would see him maybe when I was growing up. I want to say when I was like 6 or 5, between 5 and 7, he would come over, spend a little time with me, and then he would leave. And I would see him maybe every 2 months, 3 months. So I knew that when he left, I would not see him for some time. And then it even came to the point where I was 14, 15 years old, and I didn't see my dad till my 16th birthday party. That's when he showed up to see me after several years. So that's traumatizing for someone, you know, and for a young girl who, you know, sees their interaction of her friends with their father and want that, you know. It's traumatizing, and it leaves a mark pretty much. And I've noticed that in my dating life, I find it really, really hard to let men go, especially once I build some type of connection with them. I find it really hard to let them go. And it's just like, dang, I didn't realize that until I really sat down and I talked to myself about why it was so hard. And I was just thinking and pondering different reasons why, and that was one of them. The next thing is, it's easier for you, this is not me. Maybe it's me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, but it's real easy for you to give your love. I have stuff written down. Real easy for you to give your love slash trust away easier. Yeah. So sometimes you may find it really easy. You meet a guy, and you already in love with him. Already. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why? You don't even know dude, and you already head over heels for him. You already like him. You already trust him. You trust him with your all, your bank account, all right? And I feel like that happens because we try to fill that void, we try to fill that void, that love that a father gives his child. And subconsciously, you know, he's a male figure, and he's giving us that attention, you know what I'm saying? And we just automatically just grasp onto it and hold on to it because we're holding on to something that we think it is, you know what I'm saying? We think that we think that, what's the word? Shoot, I always do this. We holding on to it because it's like, it's something that we want, you know? And because we see it and we're feeling it, and it's just something you don't want to let go. And I noticed that happens too. That's a effect of, I feel like that's an effect of not having your father in your life. Now, the next one is, all right, it's 3 of them, and this is the last one. Looking for a father figure other than mate. So what I mean by that is sometimes subconsciously, and all of this happens subconsciously. A lot of stuff that you do from being hurt happens subconsciously. It's something you don't even know you're doing until you keep finding yourself back into the same position. So looking for father figure other than the mate. So that means when we're talking to these dudes, or you entertaining a male or whoever you're interested in, that you're instead of like looking for that mate figure, you know, you're looking for a father figure, and you may get mad because he's not doing XYZ for you, right? And XYZ may be things that a father is supposed to do, and you're like, you're supposed to do this for me, you're supposed to do that for me, but he's your mate, you know? And sometimes we put the pressure of being a father on our mate instead of him being just that, your mate, you know what I'm saying? Equal to. So I feel like that's another effect that happens, and how growing up without a father, that's something that you may experience. Now, I listed these 3 things. Now the question is, how can you avoid it, right? So how to fix / avoid doing these things, because just because we didn't grow up without our father don't mean that we have to let these effects be something that we have to do. Like, we don't, like, just because that's what happens don't mean we have to let it happen. We can't be like, oh, well, I grew up with my father, so you know, that's what it is. No, you know what I'm saying? So the first step to fixing it is, 1, acknowledging these traits and make note when you find yourself doing them. So now that you know and you kind of understand the root or the reason why you are the way why you handle this certain situations the way you do, right? Now that you know it, you keep that in the forefront of your mind, especially when you're dating, and you just train yourself and you discipline yourself on not to do it. So if a man is not treating you well, let him go. Okay? What you holding on to him for? All right? If you find yourself and you find him trying to get a man to pay, or not even pay, if you're trying to find a man to fulfill fatherly roles, make note, be like, hold up, you my mate, you know what I'm saying? You don't have that much responsibility over me, so why am I putting it on you, you know? Number 2, talk to your father if you can to get answers and heal the unknown. So that's another way how you can fix it, you know. Talk to him, ask him questions. Why weren't you in my life? Why did you not, you know, care to build that relationship with me? And yes, it's going to open some wounds, but at the end of the day, you're going to heal them, because when you know, sometimes when you know, it heals. It helps. The third way to fix or avoid is to use God to fill that father role. So I'm a Christian, and God is my father. Jesus is my father, and you can talk to him, pray to him, trust in him, and build a relationship with him, and just remember that he is your father as well. So even though he's not your physical father, he's your heavenly father, he's still your father, and he cares and he loves and he watches over you. So building that relationship with him, trusting with him, that can help fill that fatherly love gap that you're looking for. And yeah, and I've done all 3 of these myself, and is it helping me? Yes. I've had to come to the conclusion that my father is loving me the best way he know how. And even though I want to have that father-daughter bond, I have to have it, you know, that's not how he's loving me. And I have to understand that simply what I just said, he's loving me the best way he know how. So yeah, and also with my father, I just had to love him, you know, and it was hard, but it helped. Okay, and at the end of the day, it's your father. At the end of the day, even though I went through, you know, growing up and it was painful, I had to heal, and I had to heal in order to, you know, move forward in my life. If you follow these three steps on how to fix it, I feel like you will begin your process and your journey on healing. It is hard. It is going to take time. It ain't going to be easy. I'm going to let you know that right now. But definitely practice it. All right? Practice it. And if you really, really want to heal, you will do it. Honestly, truthfully, I really wanted to heal. I was tired of trying to call. I found myself calling my father to build a relationship, and it was hurting me. It was like, why am I the one who is trying to ignite the relationship? Why am I the one? And it kept hurting me, and I couldn't hurt no more. So I got serious, and I had to do these 3 things to help me heal. Okay, so I wouldn't have to feel that hurt anymore. And that's really all I have to say for the video. If you would like to talk, maybe talk to me about your situation, I'm definitely up for ears. It can definitely be confidential, just me and you just talking. I'll list my socials here. You can DM me. Also, if you want to talk to me down in the comments, if you don't mind, you can go ahead and comment down below what you would like to say. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, you guys. Let me know if you like this girl talk. And I will see you guys in the next video. Tell
me how you want it, yeah.